superb head-to-head battle with the lead changing as many as 2 or 3 times every lap. Finally went the way of Sean Winfield at the end of that first race. Checker flag being shown to the runners there. Sean Winfield, the winner from James Folkard. Call a halt to proceedings. Really just a little bit of a mix-up as they get on the power running up the hill there. Lovely shot of James under control in the lead. As James, entirely different figure he cuts on the machine at the moment. The checker flag is out and James Folkard takes an absolutely wonderful victory. Good win for young James Folkard. Grant Whittaker second, Danny Kent a good third, George Rustling fourth, Johnny Blackshaw fifth, and Stephanie Wadlow her highest finish in sixth. And there, a big wink and a cheesy grin from the winner, James Folkard. And James Folkard better look to his laurels here. He's still in the lead, but by less than a bike length from Danny Kent. And look at him, Danny almost disappearing in the slipstream, and the checker flag is being made ready, and it's a real run to the line, and Danny Kent just misses out there to the tune of 0.06 of a second. James the win, Danny finishes second, Grant Whittaker a good third, George Rustling a fighting fourth from Johnny Blackshaw, and Reese Rothwell. Another superb performance by the Aprilia RS 125 Super Teens, and another win and championship lead to James Folkard.
Must be pretty pleased with that result.
Oh, I am made up with it, with the sun and all the other competitors, being made up with all the results and stuff.
Now we've got Cadwell Park coming up as the next round. Do you like Cadwell?
Yeah, it's really complex, all the bends, hills, just that mountain, just that really. But yeah, looking forward to it.
And it's a real tough championship, this Aprilia Challenge, isn't it? There's a lot of good young riders coming up through. Is your ambition to emulate what Casey Stone has done?
Oh yeah. Love to be MotoGP a couple of years, but the other competitors really fast, so just have to see how it's going on.
All right, James, congratulations on today, and we'll see you at Cadwell Park. Well done.
And here the championship standings at the end of the first 2 rounds. Excluded him from the results, leaving a win for Danny Kent from James Folkard. Reese Rothwell was up to third, then Grant Whittaker fourth, Johnny Blackshaw fifth, and Luke Holness in 6th place. And there he is, a very happy Danny Kent. Exciting action there from the Super Teens. The checker flag is being unfurled. Danny Kent, just 1 corner to go, runs down there, chased by the masses. Johnny Blackshaw in second, George Rustling down to third, and that's the order as they cross the line. But Reese Rothwell charging at the end, fails to just grab third place, that last foot in the podium. Another wonderful race. Yeah, Danny, we see you, mate. He takes the win. 4 races, 4 wins this weekend for Danny Kent. Johnny Blackshaw a great second. George Rustling having to settle for third ahead of Reese Rothwell. James Folkard and Grant Whittaker. A very pleased, and quite rightly so, Danny Kent takes that victory.
James, 2 different races for you this weekend. Only 5th in the first race. We're not accustomed to seeing you that far back. What happened?
I know, just everyone else dead quick today, especially that little Danny Kent one. Just flying around all the corners and stuff. But hopefully Brand's that's next, so be able to pick the pace up a bit more then.
Yeah, I think you will need to, James, leading the championship by a handsome margin coming to Cadwell, but now it's been diminished by Danny. Danny duck his head, you almost fancy. Ooh, and that was nearly goodnight Vienna. Danny just gets his nose in front, but James stays on the power. He's going to be leading down into Hatchets, but Danny just sticks it up the inside. This time, oh, and he gets well out of shape. Well, I'll tell you what, the track behaviour of some of these young riders is phenomenal. You've only got blue flags from the marshal's post to help you get out of the way when the faster bikes are coming. He's got the advantage. Danny just not going to make it. Checker flag. And, well, I think an absolutely brilliant win. Yes, you love that, don't you, James? James Folkard takes the win from Danny Kent. Here, James Folkard. Yes, number 1. He knows where the camera is. And there's the checker flag. A great victory for James Folkard. Once again, the win in the Aprilia RS 125 Super Teens. It's the boy from Liverpool, James Folkard. He gets a winner's hat to go with his winner's hat. He gets his winner's garland and a lovely trophy as well. And there we see 3 very cheerful guys indeed. Yeah.
James, a really wet weekend here at Pembury, but it doesn't seem to have slowed you down at all.
No, just found the grip, worked with that really, and the bike's been working really well thanks to John. But yeah, it's all round good weekend.
And John, you must be really happy with James's progress. You got big plans for this lad?
Absolutely. Hopefully, as James has said earlier, we're looking to try and get him to certainly BSB, and if he shows some promise there, maybe Spanish Championship. But I found him when he was 11 and a half years of age, and we've moved him through from the JRA 80 up to Super Teen, and as we know, he had a bad do in 05, but he's clearly come back from that big time.
And big time it is as far as James Folkard's concerned. He leads the standings from Danny Kent. Their confirmation of the result. A first win for Johnny Blackshaw. Second, Danny Kent. James Folkard, still just the championship leader in third. Takes the win from championship leader James Folkard. George Russing third from Sean Winfield. Great result for Sean. Reese Rothwell ahead of a flying Jack Blake in sixth place. And here we see the presentation. George Russing, 15 years old, quite tall for 15, gets his trophy, gets his hat, he'll be pleased as punch. James Folkard, another good helping of points for the championship leader here at Lyddon. But the win, and really hero of the weekend, 3 wins out of 4, it's Danny Kent. Well done, Danny, gets yet another winner's hat, gets his winner's garland. You must have a few of those in the garage at home too. And his trophy. And well, you can see these guys, they're all smiles. They all do actually get on really well. Very pleasant to chat to. They do enjoy their racing, but they do enjoy racing each other as well. It's a great friendly paddock in Super Teens.
George, good result in that second race finally. It's been a while since we've seen you on the podium. Pleased?
Yeah, very pleased. Yeah, it's been a good result. So worked hard and got there, so it's been good.
What can you do about little Danny and James Folkard and that?
Start pedalling harder and just hope for the best and the luck comes our way.
Now, when you saw Johnny Blackshaw go down in front of you, you must have been smiling.
Yeah, ecstatic. Yeah, it were. Well, sorry, Johnny, but yeah, yeah, it were. I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, a good weekend here at Lyddon, George, and hopefully more podiums to come in the remainder of the season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
James, third place in the first race. Not a lot you could do with Johnny and Danny there, was there?
No, not really. Being on it all weekend, but I just couldn't keep up with the pace. But Brand's at next time, so it should go a bit better now.
That second race did look a little bit better though. Was that purely the fact of Johnny going out early on?
Might have been, a bit of luck, but had to keep the pace up. But with George on my tail all the time, but
It's really closing up the series now, isn't it? You've got Johnny Blackshaw winning a race and George getting on the podium again. There's a lot of people pushing yourself and Danny as the season goes on.
Well, Super Teens has always been dead close, but obviously it's getting even closer now. So I have to get a couple of points up. So and see how it goes.
Is there any truth you're going to lock Danny Kent in his room before Branzac?
That's a rumour, but we've been planning and it hasn't really worked out yet. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see you at Branzac, Jamie. Cheers, mate.
Thanks.